lovelies! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Book Witch's Cauldron. Today's video is going to be another book haul. I know I haven't posted videos lately. I'm really sorry about that. I will be trying to get up more content in the coming weeks. In the meantime, I thought I'd show you the books that I've acquired since my last book haul. The first book I'd like to show you is Career of Evil by Robert Galbraith, which is the pen name for J.K. Rowling. This is her Cormoran Strike mystery series. I've really loved this series so far. I really enjoyed them. They're more character studies with mystery than straight mystery novels. From what I've gathered from the synopsis, this murder mystery is a bit more personal than the previous two that Cormoran and Robin have solved, because it opens with Robin receiving a package that contains a woman's leg. So I believe the murderer in this story personally involves the two of them, which sounds like it's going to be a bit scary, so I'm really excited to read this. The next book I have is Lagoon by Nnedi Okorafor. I read Okorafor's Who Fears Death at the beginning of 2015. It was one of my favorite reads of last year. And this is a sci-fi novel that involves 3 people from Lagos, Nigeria during an alien invasion, I think. That's the impression I get, and I'm incredibly excited to read this. Okorafor's writing is very beautiful, and she tells amazing stories, so I'm really excited to get to this. The next book I have here is called The Bees by Lillian Paul. As you can see, there's still the buy one get one half price sticker from Waterstones on here. I can't really get it off. There's a couple of these books where I haven't been able to get the sticker off, and it's so frustrating. It's mostly these, I call them butter covers. So they're soft and they have a bit of like a velvety almost texture to them. The stickers will not come off cleanly and it's so frustrating. But that is besides the point. This book sounds absolutely fascinating. The main character is a bee. I really love the look of this book as well. But yeah, literally the main character is Flora717 and she's a bee. And I'm really excited to read this and check it out and see what it's like. I think I can honestly say that I have never heard of a book that has a bee as the main character, so now I have, and now I own it, and I get to read it. Next up is The Grace Keepers by Kirsty Logan. As you can see, this is one of those buttercover books, and I couldn't get the sticker off cleanly. Anyhow, The Grace Keepers is about a flooded earth and a traveling circus that kind of just floats around. I don't really know much more than that, but I've heard from lots of people here on BookTube about how it has a very fairy tale, mythical feeling, and those are my buzzwords, so I picked it up. This next one is absolutely enormous. It's almost 1,000 pages, and it is The Passage by Justin Cronin. I actually heard about this first on the Book Riot channel. Amanda Nelson was talking about modern retellings of vampire myths, and this is one of the books that she mentioned, and it sounded incredibly fascinating to me, and I oddly really love this cover. I don't usually like books with faces on it, but I really like this. And apparently it follows the story of a scientist who is investigating this outbreak. I'm assuming it's gonna be vampires. And a little girl that he discovers along the way. And I'm not gonna lie, this is really intimidating because it is so huge, but I really want to get to this soon. Next up, I have The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. This is the first book in a new series that Alison Goodman is writing, and it involves Regency-era England and demon hunters. So that's all I needed to know. We are almost done with this book haul. We're down to the last 4 books. I actually picked these 4 up the other day. It was rainy outside and kind of gloomy, and I was like, ah yes, perfect time to visit the bookstore. The first book I got is Smiler's Fair by Rebecca Levine. This is the first book in a series called The Hollow Gods. Aside from the fact that this cover is unbelievably stunning, Caitlin over at Kitty G really enjoys this series. I love that the cover is like flashing because it's got a bit of foil on the moon. Sorry, distracted. Anyways, yeah, Caitlin from Kitty G really enjoys these books. There are 2 books currently out in this series, and I believe it's about a carnival, a traveling carnival, gods. I think by now it's becoming really apparent the kinds of books that really draw me in, and this is definitely one of them. This next one is the only nonfiction I have in this haul, and that is Charlotte Bronte, A Life by Claire Harmon. This edition is really pretty. The names, so the name here and the name of the author is in this raised font that looks like stitching. The whole book kind of looks like it's been stitched, which is absolutely, I really, really, really love it. So as is evident by the title, this is a biography of Charlotte Bronte. It is in commemoration of what would have been her 200th birthday. Like, people don't live to be 200, but anyways, it has sections of pictures. Pictures in it. I want to point out that this portrait of Charlotte is one of my absolute most favorite portraits of anyone ever. Look at how just like grump-tastic her facial expression is. I love it. This next novel I kind of found by accident. I was browsing through the middle grade section and stumbled across it, and the cover drew me in immediately, and that is Moondial by Helen Cresswell. I just really love the look of this cover. Here's the back. Basically, this novel follows a young girl who one day is at a great house and stumbles upon a moondial in the garden that transports her back in time. And it involves witches, time-traveling little girls, and spooky gardens. So, yeah. I saved the most intimidating novel in this haul for last. That is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I have been eyeing this book since it was announced for the Man Booker shortlist, but I just keep hearing really mixed reviews. The hardcover version of this book is really expensive, and lately it came out in paperback here in the UK, and I also just recently saw Adriana from over at Perpetual Pages, her review of this novel, and that sealed the deal for me. So I bought it. I'm ready to be emotionally devastated. Not really. I will link Adriana's review down in the description so you can go check that out if you'd like. I'm sure many of you already know about this book, but just in case you don't, this book follows 4 friends who live in New York, I believe, and it's basically a character study about them, their lives, their friendships, and yeah. So that's it. Those are the 11 books that I have acquired since my last book haul. I'm really excited about all my recent book purchases. Hopefully you will see some of these incoming reviews and wrap-ups. I know I haven't done any wrap-ups yet for 2016. I'm so sorry. I am planning to get filming on those very, very soon. What I might do is just do a big wrap-up of everything I've read so far in 2016. Is ask in that video for all of you to leave comments letting me know which books that I talk about in my wrap-ups you would like any reviews or longer discussions about, or anything of that nature. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Now I get to try and hold these up. When I was young, I never needed anyone. Holding books was just for fun, but those days are gone. Book hauls, oh yeah, I like to watch big